For like the Gungans and shit from the prequels. We something. Peace. The Gungans, I'm telling you, man. But yeah, we're not talking about the Gungans. We're gonna talk about Obi Wan Kenobi. I hated the way he fucking died. I made a video on that. That is so fucked up. It's really fucking lame and stupid. But however, it doesn't change the fact that Obi Wan Kenobi is among the most purest, Paragon, good, the embodiment of good character that I ever fucking seen on the television screen or the silver screen. I mean, I don't think Obi-Wan really gets a lot of credit in the Star Wars universe. I mean, people like him, yeah, but he doesn't really get praise. I don't see it. You know, I mean, this guy is a pure embodiment of what a good guy is. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's pure, someone who is a good mentor. It's like alongside Yoda, he is like he's like one of the most, he's the most Jedi of all Jedi. You know what I'm saying? Along with Yoda. You know what I'm saying? Because you put him and Yoda together, they're like the highest order of Jedi to me. They're like the purest. They're like the less likely to turn Sith. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Obi-Wan is so fucking great as a Jedi and so pure is that there are no videos talking about what if Obi-Wan became a Sith? What would he look like as a Sith? That's how good he is. That's how pure. But did you see him with Yoda, though? I quite enjoyed him, by the way. How Yoda will look. I try to look up some Obi-Wan ones because I ain't been seeing them, but I can't find any. And it's not so that he's underrated. I don't think so. I think Obi-Wan is basically, he's just too good. People can't imagine him as a Sith. I can't. I just can't. Personally speaking, I just can't do it. I mean, Obi-Wan is he's just so good. I mean, I like the way they had him looking like Jesus. And episode 2, Attack of the Clones, they have him looking like Jesus and shit. You notice that he looked like Jesus? The Christian version of how they draw him and shit. And as a side note, speaking of Jesus' image, those of you who believe that the model Jesus was modeled off of Caesar Borgia, think again, because first off, if you go by year, it doesn't match up. Because if you go by the year when the portrait was first made and when Caesar Borgia was born, if you line those years up, it will pretty much tell you that's full of shit, or that's a false assumption that he was modeled off Caesar Borgia. They probably had a likeness to each other, but that's it. But if, like I said, if you line up the years when the painting was first out and when Caesar Borgia was born, you will see that that's not true. That the picture of Jesus was not modeled off of Caesar Borgia. Now, back to Obi-Wan. While there's not much more to be said about the character, what I like about him is that he loved Anakin Skywalker. He loved him. Some people will say he was better off being trained by Qui-Gon Jinn, but hey, he died. He got killed by Darth Maul. Because the reason why some people say that he was better off being trained by Qui-Gon Jinn was because Qui-Gon Jinn would have been like the father figure that he never had. Despite the fact that in episode 2, Anakin actually says when Padme was getting ready to leave for her hometown, when she was packing her bags, Anakin actually said he is like that Obi Wan was like a father to him. He's the closest thing to a father that he's had. That's what Anakin Skywalker said in episode 2. I'm just saying. So yeah, I can understand where they're coming from, because Obi-Wan was like, they felt that Obi-Wan was like a big brother to Anakin, even though Obi-Wan did say in episode 3 that you're my brother, Anakin. You were like, you know what I'm saying? He said, you were my brother, you know. There was about, what, 10 years apart? About 10 to 11 years apart the two were, so they wasn't really that much apart, the two. So saying that he was like an older brother made more sense as opposed to a father. But Obi-Wan was so fucking wise, even as a young man. I can see how Anakin will say why Anakin said what he said in episode 2, that he was like, he's the closest thing to a father he's ever had. Because I figured that Obi-Wan was like a father / big brother to Anakin. I think it was pretty much both. And Obi-Wan saw him like as a little brother, somebody to guide him, you know what I'm saying, in the Force and everything. So that's how it was with me and my little sister. My sister sees me as a big brother / father figure. So that's how, I'm pretty sure, like how my sister looks up to me is how Anakin Skywalker looked up to Obi-Wan. And, but yeah, so I felt that he was, what can I say? He's the purest of pure. He's the most Jedi of the whole order to me. He's up there. He's like the less likely to become a Sith. This guy is just pure. There's no turning him. So I can imagine Obi Wan's background, that he grew up. No doubt he was trained as a youngling, likely an orphan, you know, like the other Jedi were, and he took this art pretty seriously. I mean, he took the teachings pretty seriously. He was taught well by Qui-Gon Jinn. The thought of rebelling against the order never really crossed Obi-Wan's mind, I believe, until Qui-Gon Jinn's death, when he promised that he was going to train Anakin Skywalker. Because Qui-Gon Jinn said train the boy as he was dying. So he trusted Obi-Wan to do that, even though he was still a Padawan learner at the time. And he said, I promise I would train him. So he was going to train Obi-Wan, even if the council didn't grant their blessing. You know, so he was rebelling for like the first time ever, even though he was telling Qui-Gon Jinn pretty much, the council said no. You know what I'm saying? Why are you still bent on training him, you know? So, but he made that promise to Qui-Gon Jinn, and in honor of Qui-Gon Jinn, he honored that promise. But people was trying to make, you know, some people try to make Obi-Wan as the bad guy and shit, like he held Anakin back and all that type of shit. I pretty much talked about that in a previous Star Wars series video. You can check that out if you like in this playlist. In the playlist, you can look it up on my channel. That he held them back and shit like that, and it's like, do you think Obi-Wan wanted Anakin to miss out on becoming ranked as master? Are you serious? I mean, Obi-Wan was pretty, I mean, if you pay attention to fucking, I mean, I wonder if these people even pay attention to the fucking plot, because obviously they don't, or they just fucking ignore it, because in episode 2, he was telling Mace Windu and Yoda about how he didn't like the fact that they sent Obi-Wan. He didn't like the fact that they sent Anakin Skywalker to protect Padme to her home in her hometown. You know, he didn't like, cause that was Anakin's first mission by himself. that they sent him on to be a bodyguard, you know, protect her, you know. Because Obi-Wan was like, I'm kind of worried about him. I don't think he's really ready to be set on the side by himself. He's arrogant, you know, he's hard-headed. And Yoda pretty much said, yeah, that's a common flaw among the Jedi, especially the senior Jedi. It's a common flaw among them that they have that arrogance, you know. Because Qui-Gon Jinn pretty much had it, you know. But Yoda says pretty much common, you know, take it from somebody who's lived over 800 years, you know what I'm saying? He saw Jedi come and go. And I ain't talking about turning Sith. I mean, they died, you know what I'm saying? Because Yoda outlived all of them. And he saw a lot of their ways throughout the years. But back to Obi-Wan. Now, I actually believe this. I believe that Obi-Wan knew that Anakin has feelings for Padme. I mean, strong feelings to the point like possibly marrying her type of feelings. Like he was in love with Padme. And I don't think Anakin Skywalker throughout the 10 years from episode 1 to 2 that he really told Obi-Wan about Padme, how he used to think about her. He probably told him sometimes, but not all the time. But I knew that Obi-Wan knew that Anakin had strong feelings for this girl. Because I remember in episode 3, they got married in secret and everything like that. And they also, and then Padme was told Anakin that she was pregnant. You know. And it was like, well, we must not tell anybody or I'll be expelled out of the order or something like that, he was saying, if they find out. I believe with all my heart that if Obi-Wan was somehow found out that Anakin got Padme pregnant, he would have did all he can to keep Anakin Skywalker in the order. Despite that, I believe that because he loved the man. He loved Anakin, like I said earlier. I mean, it would have broke his heart if Anakin was expelled over that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's, like I said, he knew in episode 2 how he felt about Padme. I knew he knew. Because Obi-Wan knew that even though he was a high-ranking Jedi, I mean, he was like, as far as the mind is concerned, he was all for the Jedi Order, you know. He knew that love or falling in love was something that you couldn't help. Obi-Wan knew that, you know. And it was just a matter of keeping it in check, you know what I'm saying? Because Obi-Wan didn't display any arrogance that I can remember ever. You know, he didn't display all that. I mean, he displayed a little bit anger when he saw his masters killed by Darth Maul. He did. He was like, oh, you know, but he didn't let that get to the point where he let it control him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Obi-Wan knew. You know, you can be proud of, you can be happy about your talents, your skills, your ranking, but it can't bleed into the point of being arrogant about it, because that will destroy you. It's okay to get angry, but keep yourself calm. That's why I believe that Jedi meditate a lot, because it keeps their feelings at bay. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it about Obi-Wan. I like him. You know, I like the character. Every time I see him on the screen, I just like have a little smile on my face. Like, this guy is so pure. It's like he's like the perfect Jedi. Yes, that's what I was looking for. He's like the perfect Jedi. Perfect. It's like when you think Jedi, you think Obi Wan Kenobi. No question about it. You know, I know a lot of fans, they love Luke Skywalker, you know what I'm saying? He was great. He didn't turn to the dark side, you know. I respect Luke. I like Luke. But when I think Jedi, I don't think of Luke Skywalker. I think Obi Wan Kenobi. You know? So, that's all there is to that. So, that's it for this video about my thoughts on Obi Wan Kenobi. And I'd like to hear yours too. What you think about him. And if you feel up to it, like the video. And if you like what you hear, if you want to hear about more Star Wars content, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. You know, and you can be notified whenever I upload. It's not gonna, every upload is not gonna be Star Wars. I talk about a lot of shit on this channel, so. But I'm still gonna upload some more Star Wars content. I can feel more that's coming. I can feel that I'm gonna make more. But anyways, yeah, this is Wild Chromosome signing out. Peace and love. And may the Force be with you.